I have a no, that's not the right one. Yeah, I had a T-Pain. Never mind. I pressed the wrong button. I have a Roland VT4 voice transformer. Sorry about that. So we're gonna
that was a little bit terrifying.
We're gonna get into the game right now. Players will be joining in just a moment. We've got this first matchup. Twitch chat went on record.
Oh, baby.
Charlotte Phoenix is who they pick. Plot twist. Only 30% of the vote. Players joining in.
So according to Twitch chat, these guys are the underdogs. But James, you think plot twist with Sosa, it's going to be easy for him? How many?
I don't think it's going to be easy at all.
Are we going to game 5?
You're putting words in my mouth. You're putting words in my mouth.
Are we going game 5, though?
I think it's possible. I think, though, it could be a game where somebody gets momentum and just starts running away with it. But my gut's telling me that this is going to be a hard-fought game.
Definitely agree. I think that Dapper, I talked about it earlier, his playstyle has changed dramatically over the past few years. He started out being that player who was always aggressive, going for those solo plays, but now he's fitted to a more supportive role. We'll see him go for a lot more passes, focus on boost consumption of the other team, and then be defensive to make sure he can be that glue. So I think that's why he's fitting in so well. And a great bump on Mektos leaves an open net. It's that easy, James, the first goal.
Karma, just under a minute in, hitting it off the ceiling. That demo from Shadow, clearing out the back line. So we're seeing Shadow. Shadow, one of the new players. We're seeing a lot of new players start making a name for themselves. Shadow's one of them. That demo, even though Karma put that goal in, that demo is what gave her the space. And now off kickoff, Karma leaving the ball. Ooh. Sosa! You see Karma going for Sosa here, kept him grounded. And then that top shelf shot coming in, well placed.
I mean, look at that shot, too. Even with the demo, or excuse me, the bump attempt, that shot was so incredibly accurate. I feel like a save wouldn't even been possible. He almost got a touch on. I think actually the goalkeeper got a little bit of a hit, but either way, too accurate.
Karma cut off that angle. Even though she didn't make contact by jumping, she made sure that Sosa couldn't jump. She made sure he couldn't do it, and that left enough space for Shadow to come in and hit that shot.
It's definitely the lightning. The lightning in her veins, bro. That is what's helping.
I mean, she's becoming a superhero.
How sick of a story would that be? I feel like that is
struck by lightning and then you win.
But like through a controller. That's insane.
She's infused with the power of control.
Oh my.
So look for her to dribble.
Wow. She just like turns into Spike Rush somehow and like the ball just glues to her car.
We'll see it. Now she's got an opening, not much boost. Going for the pass. Shadow in the corner. Shadow up. Mektos, good speed. Karma keeping possession. Chance for Taroko. Backboard pass. Shadow's the first one there. Now he's going to stay with it. Challenge it, sends it to the corner. We're not seeing much plot twist offense. So Charlotte, they were dominant yesterday, and they're keeping control here. Taroko lobs it towards net, and it's just off. Follow-up shot. Taroko gets plot twist on the board.
This was a confusing play. I'm looking at the defense right now. You can see Shadow. He was going to get this hit off the backboard, but then Karma kind of came in and cut the rotation off. So Shadow laid off, went back, and then Karma missed. So Shadow panics a little bit, hits the end of the wall in the net, and then a wide open shot is basically just given a plot twist. That was just an unfortunate defensive mistake there, and everybody's kind of all over the place.
And that first shot made it tough. The defense was caught out, and they were scrambling. Now backboard pass. Shadow going for the challenge up off the ceiling. Taroko pops it off his back to Mektos. Good first touch. Sends it to the middle to Sosa. Sosa getting shut down by Dapper, but Taroko back to the middle. Pre-flip pass from Sosa. Taroko can't get the shot, but that was an incredible pre-flip pass from Sosa as he gets another bump.
And I was getting flashbacks to Luke the other day. Whenever we were watching hit plays, we get a pause here, as I think one of the players is having maybe connection issues. I think it's Mektos. Just we're going to see if he can get that figured out. But I was talking about it. Luke was making touches just like that. That little pre-flip hit where you misdirect the ball just slightly, and you give your teammate basically an open net because of how soft and controlled you can be with that ball. So little touches like that, James, can basically change the tides of the battle here.
They can't. It's all about throwing off rotations and keeping possession. And I'll just let Twitch chat know because they're demanding camera shake be changed. I don't know how to do it. You know, it's already done. I just heard from production. It's done,
off.
Twitch chat. You know, put the pitchforks away, okay? We're listening.
Put the pitchforks away. That's what I'm talking about.
But, you know, Mektos did say that he is having lag. He asked to restart his router, and we'll give him some time to get that done. So we're going to get that sorted out as soon as we can, and we'll get the game going as soon as we can. And let's just go ahead and bring up just the day's format in case people didn't have it. We'll bring that up to quickly talk about it if people are just joining us and wondering where we're at in the tournament. This is the qualifier. Okay, this is the qualifier. Day 2, July 8th. That's today. We're going to break down. We're going to find the 2 teams that round out the top 8.
That's right, baby. And I'm excited, too, because you were talking about it. There's a lot of new up-and-coming names that we haven't heard of so much. So qualifiers like this are such a great chance, if you're a big fan of Rocket League, to see which name is basically going to become the next Justin. You know, somebody who's going to start from maybe the rival series or the bubble scene and then just explode into the top 10, the top 5 even. So this is where you can find those players, find that one specific individual that you're looking out for to become a fan of, an underdog, as you would say. And it's just an exciting format, really, that make qualifiers so special, James.
Certainly. And I wonder if we could even get some music while we wait. Oh, Mektos joined.
Oh, he's back?
Maybe he's done. Maybe he's back. Oh, he's good. He's good.
Mektos is back. Internet restart I've ever seen.
What kind of router does he have that he can restart it that fast?
Did you say router?
Yeah, it's a router.
What is a router?
It's the thing you plug your internet into.
No, you're not. Did you? No. Why do you say router?
His router's back. It's his root. What are you talking about? It's his router's done. We're ready. We're going to start from kickoff. And here we go. We're back underway.
I'm sorry. I'm still obsessed about the router, but we're gonna get into it. You know what? I'm just gonna act like I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he restarted it. He restarted it.
He restarted it. The fastest internet swap I've ever seen. Man's is almost on some superhero levels like Karma.
Sosa getting challenged by Shadow over to Dap. Dap looking for Shadow, but the pass was cut off. Good vision from the defense. Karma keeping control, flipping it by Mektos, shutting down the play. Shadow getting beat by Sosa to the ball, but Sosa has to lay off. Mektos dapper race. Mektos winning it to the corner. Demo will be a numbers advantage. Karma was first to it with Sosa lurking.
And that was a scary moment there for Karma, actually. She did get the follow-up save, but she had a big miss on the defense where I feel like if somebody wasn't going for that demo, I'm not sure who it was. I think it was Taroko who got the demo. If he wasn't hunting, he actually would have had an open net had he not got distracted a little bit. But so far, we can see that it's just a 1-goal game, 1 minute and 20 seconds left. And now we see actually a lot of defense from Charlotte that we didn't see earlier on.
Dapper had to get to that ball in time. Charlotte, this is where they'll be tested. We're approaching the final minute, trying to preserve a 1-goal lead. Karma in the corner, plot twist. So aggressive. Big clear from Dapper. Dapper's now had a couple defensive clears that have been able to give Charlotte Phoenix some space to breathe. Karma, Demo, Mektos with the challenge. Turtle. I've lost Turtle.
You've lost Turtle? What?
Oh, wait, okay, all right. Hello? I heard a Discord sound, and I got scared. Might have been someone else.
I heard you call my name as if I was in the field. I was like, wait, yeah. What? Did I join the wrong team? What happened? I'm confused. You have me panicking.
Glad to have you back.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, I was panicked for a moment.
But we do have 25 seconds left. I mean, look at all the defense that we have seen from Charlotte. You said this was a time where they're going to get tested, and they have been passing with flying colors. I mean, these guys haven't let up really a single opportunity to plot twist.
Great infield pass. Karma couldn't get there in time, and Sosa blasts it through. This is what I was expecting from plot twist. Taroko, gorgeous center ball. Karma even read the pass, couldn't get there in time. Sosa slots it in.
As I talk about not having opportunities, you said it yourself. That was the perfect pass. It was towards the midfield. Even the defense had read the infield pass, but it was so well placed that Karma couldn't even get to it. We got 4 seconds left. Dapper on the ceiling. Maybe a chance for a buzzer beater. That's just going to get killed, and we've got overtime.
And this is what I wanted to see. Plot twist showing up from yesterday. Charlotte also showing up as well. And we've got overtime. Dapper Clear attempt. Stopped by Sosa. Karma has to turn for it. It was lobbed slow enough for her to get back. Sends it over to Dapper. Dapper challenges it into the corner. Mektos gives it up to Karma. Taroko back down the sideline. Bump on the goal line. Shadow going towards net. A little bit of a panic defense there. See if Plot Twist can recover. Dap with the stop.
Nice touch.
Towards net. And you saw Karma commit as well.
Yeah.
She'll retreat. Karma, first touch, still has her flip. Going for the dunk. She's out of the play. No boost. Mektos up in the air. Bounces it down. Now a demo. Numbers advantage for Charlotte. Taroko trying to buy time. Shadow. Center ball. That's going to be above the crossbar. Sosa in net. Charlotte had a firm footing there as they still keep possession. Going for the attack. Karma getting denied by Taroko, who read the shot well.
Oh, things getting so scary as well for the defensive plots with Charlotte. After that pause break, they were really defensive and they couldn't find their footing on offense. But now things are really starting to flow. They can get that rotation and they've had a lot of pressure. And it seems like they're bouncing back from that initial goal that sent them into overtime. And I've been watching Karma. Her perspective, she has been so spaced out, just taking boosts, going for demos, slotting in so nicely and doing everything she can besides just chasing the ball. So Karma, I feel like she is really going to be the difference maker, at least with a demo, to score this overtime goal.
This has been a very closely matched game. Taroko breaking up a few plays as well.
Oh.
Mektos, that slip underneath Karma as she was coming in for the challenge. Very bold play from him, but it paid off. Now, Plot Twist still trying to get a hold of the ball. They haven't been able to really get much possession. It's been Charlotte Phoenix. Dap, his shot getting thrown off. Now's a chance. Space. Sosa chips it. Karma into the corner to Shadow. Shadow downfield. Dap tips it over Mektos. Taroko back downfield. Sosa skips it past. Both teams doing so well to try to wriggle free and keep possession of the ball. You can see him making some bold plays.
Oh, Dapper with
Karma.
the bump.
Air dribble! Fakes it! Keeps control. Dap going for the demo. He just gets in the way. And that was enough.
What? That's why I said yes, because I was watching his perspective to see if he was going to get contact on this. He does. He had to jump, and he actually got a demo before that. So Dapper, that was a back-to-back bump play for him. The physicality from Charlotte.
Oh, what a game. That was fun to watch.
Wow.
And that was what I was hoping for from Charlotte and Plot Twist. We had it all. Even that goal to tie it and send it into overtime. The pass from Taroko to Sosa. And then the battle that was happening in overtime. Both teams getting forced to the brink, but managing to keep control. But Charlotte, you could tell, even in overtime, that they just had that little bit of extra pressure, forcing Plot Twist on defense. And then that final play, Dapper didn't get the assist for it on the board, but man, oh man, was that because of him jumping in the way. He didn't even get the demo. He got demoed himself. And, I don't even know if he got the double demo, but he got in the way and allowed Karma to just slip the ball past, and that was it. What a play to end it.
It was a crazy solo effort because I was watching Dapper's perspective that entire time, coincidentally, and to lead into the midfield possession. So it started in their defensive end. Dapper was actually flying off of hitting a clear as the server actually does go down for maintenance. So we're going to restart this as we get back into it. But I was saying, Dapper started in the defensive area. He was falling from getting a clear and actually landed on a player from Plot Twist to open up space in the midfield, then went forward to get another demo play on the goalkeeper. So Dapper, he doesn't even need to touch the ball to have such an impact on the field. But on the other side, I was also really impressed with Plot Twist and their midfield passing. That one pass specifically, James, that was so good. So what a series so far. The first game was that close.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Even watching Mektos on the goal line fake out Karma on the goal line. Such a crazy play, because you're risking it all there. If your bluff gets called, you could have lost it there. So that was a lot of fun to see. Taroko's passing, Sosa's shot, and then Dapper, like you said, I think a lot of credit to him for playing solid defense and getting his team some space when they needed it really badly. I think Dapper, that's just a role in Rocket League that doesn't get a lot of praise, is being in the right spot on defense and then giving your team more space. Dapper did that. And then also that play, the communication, jumping in the way, getting Karma that opportunity, and good communication as well, because you saw Karma immediately stop going for the air dribble and then went down to just fake it in because she knew if Dapper gets in the way, it's over.
And it's a free net to shoot
at.
Get
the win, and it was. He got it, and that was the game.
Well, and I still talk about it a lot. That was just a shift in Dapper's playstyle. I think back to him on Sonics. He was essentially doing that same thing where he would kind of fill the role where he needed to. Dapper was either one game being incredible with his assists, his passing, his defense, or the next game he'd be super aggressive but only going for demos and not even being the main guy who hits the initial strike to go in the net. So Dapper, he's changed from that 1v1 guy who's going for all these shots to, where can I actually benefit my team the most and where are my skill set going to apply the best. So Dapper, a huge change, and we're going to see if he can actually continue with those demos, at least in game 2.
This will be an interesting game, too, especially with Charlotte Phoenix. They 3-0'd yesterday. This was a really hard-fought battle, but they looked like the better team. This is a clash of the wills, but Charlotte did look like the better team in this game. We've got the new server up and running. Players are joined. They're joining teams right now, so we'll get game 2 kicked off right now. We'll see if Plot Twist can bounce back. That was a lot of fun to watch. Hopefully it's as entertaining as the last game.
And it's the pace, too. That's so fun to watch with both these teams. Oh, you're back? He's back.
I'm back. That's what
I'm talking about. But the pace between these two teams, James, is pretty even. It's not coming down to overall speed for who's winning these challenges as they're very evenly matched. It's just those slight little differences, either that crazy midfield pass or just a little demo in between for both teams.
That shot sailing wide. Sosa will center it to Mektos. Dap up. Touch to the corner. Taroko's there. Karma sends it off to the corner as well. Sosa sending it high. Dap, awkward ball, but it gets the touch. That is such a tough read to make. Driving backwards. Getting it. Shadow going for the 50. Hits it forward. Sosa, first touch. Getting dunked on. Good defense at the midfield. Taroko past Karma. Flip reset. And Shadow shuts it down on the goal line. Mektos will keep it going. It looked like he could have passed. Went for the flip reset, which, we've seen worked in several situations.
Yeah. I mean, at least having that option with the reset to delay it a bit. I do think that the pass in that situation was a little bit better, but still, I think he's trying to switch it up a bit. And we see a demo attempt from Sosa on the goalkeeper from Shadow, but he doesn't bite at all. Doesn't even flinch at the attempt. And these guys, on defense, at least for Charlotte, are stone cold.
Karma trying to bait in defender, dodging a demo, gets a 50. That'll allow her team to get some space. Now, Shadow streaking in. Mektos not letting him take the shot. Sosa bounces by one. He did this to Rat Enterprises yesterday. 50-50 now. Sends it up high. Sosa, you got to watch out for that from him.
Yeah.
Eager to play the mind game card.
And he's so scary, too, whenever he brings that ball down. That's when he's at least his most dangerous to go for that mind game, go for the crazy dribbles. And his mechanics as well have been really flourishing this series so far. And Plot Twist, I am so impressed with them and the way they pass the ball around. It comes down to really just having awareness all the time of where each other are. So the communication, look at that pass there. Even though Taroko doesn't have boost, he still gets it. Flipping into the ball, Taroko. You're nuts.
I love it. He's at 0 boost. He has to.
Goodness.
He flip cancels, lands perfectly.
Wow.
That was, I mean, I don't even know. He's speed flipping is so ingrained in his brain that he just does it naturally. Lands perfectly, goes for the shot. That, when you have no boost, that play that Taroko made to be in the right spot to get there in time, the pass, so much had to come together on that play. Now they get another one. Taroko, Sosa working together. Plot Twist, they are responding. Another ceiling pass. We've seen them do this before. That is lovely to see.
It's the team awareness, knowing exactly where your teammate is across the pitch. It's difficult to always have that pass come out because midfield passes, while they are the most effective, sometimes they can be the most dangerous to your own defense if it's predictable. But these guys, they know where each other are so well that they can just snipe them on the other side of the map, and almost Mektos getting one in. These guys are just coming out of nowhere with shots.
This is fun. This is what I was hoping for. Yeah. This is what Charlotte Phoenix brought in game 1, what we saw from them. Now the delayed flick. Shadow taking his time, 2v1 situation. and they make it happen. Dap again playing that aggressor role.
And I thought Shadow actually had beaten out 2 defenders. I was about to say he beat 2 players with that flick, but it was Dapper. I didn't even see him hunting for the aggressor. So Dapper, a player who plays defense so much for Charlotte right now, somehow manages to find an opportunity to rotate on offense, be that first aggressor, and go for the bump. And now you see him even on defense taking it slow and getting a solid clear. Both these teams playing so well, James.
And that's what it takes to be pro, is just ultimate mastery over your car. You even saw the little wave dash from Shadow to get in the right spot. The control that these guys have is insane. And this game has been a testament to that. We've got a 1-goal game. This is the same situation that Plot Twist was in last time. We saw Plot Twist bring it back and score near the end of the game to force overtime. We'll see if Charlotte can do the same. Shadow, center ball. Sosa streaking to it. Dap with the challenge. Mektos getting Bima. Sosa hits it high. Mektos pass off the ceiling, down, going for it again. Shadow coming off the backboard, not letting that happen. Shadow sees Karma upfield, goes for the pass. Karma gets the boost, backboard pass. Shadow, no boost for it. Sosa will hit it downfield. Sosa, corner pass. Dap kills it. He'll leave it for Karma. Karma getting shut down by Taroko. Back to the middle. Shadow misses. Space for Mektos. He's going to take it up the wall. Did he get the flip reset? Did he get the double? No, he didn't. Shadow with some space. Dap going for a challenge. It's up high for Karma. Karma going to Dapper. Dapper off the backboard, and nobody was there. Sosa or Shadow was too far away. But they're not out of it just yet. Karma. Great 50. Another challenge. She's low on boost. She won't be able to get back. Dap has to come in.
10 seconds.
Charlotte, you need it now. Shadow pops it up. Down to Dap. Dap has to dribble it. Flicks it past one. Past another. He's keeping it up.
No way.
Sosa taps it to the ground, and Plot Twist close out the game. Even this one going down to the wire. You were wondering if Sosa was going to be able to do it. Kicking it into reverse, 0 boost, finding the ground. And Plot Twist come back, and we're tied at 1 game apiece in the series. And this is what we were hoping for, Turtle.
Yes, this is ideal of a series, because it's not coming down to a lot of these silly mistakes on defense where, you know, somebody's just caught off guard or the disorganization of the team is really affecting them. All these players on the field know exactly where to be. They have their positions set. So it's really coming down to either a fantastic midfield pass, Dapper going for some crazy demos, or overall just a solid passing play between these teams, or even Sosa for those solo plays with the dribbles. We saw him go for those fakes. So it's that slight little edge. The creativity between both these teams is what we're seeing, at least at war, which is so fun to watch, because we're just seeing some great Rocket League, James.
We certainly are, and it's coming down to those possessions. You know, limiting the mistakes, trying to keep the possession so that you can have the best position to get the most boost to keep the pressure on. That is like what Rocket League is, Definitely. And these guys are playing phenomenally well. Great control. The passing has been there. Even the mind games, they're using a lot of tools in their toolkit to make these games close, and so this will be a fun one. Game 3 coming up in just a moment, and this is a best of 5. Winner will stay in that upper bracket, and that's what you want. You don't want to move one step closer to elimination. Only 2 spots up for grabs in this qualifier event to join the rest of the teams in the main event. That block, the net wide open. We'll take another look at this one. Turtle, break down how this happened.
I mean, this is one of the first mistakes that we've seen from defense where there's just a wide open net. A huge mistakes where Karma actually went for that double touch. You could see that she slammed it against the ceiling because she wanted to go for that second hit off that ceiling to keep following it up and maybe mix up the defense on the other side. But it was too predictable. And you saw Mektos just read everything she had in store. So that's the first goal for Plot Twist. And honestly, in this whole series that I was saying, where there's just a big blatant mistake that gets given to the offense.
Not something you're expecting. Hitting it off the ceiling in your own half can be disastrous, especially if you're last back.
Yeah.
That is what we saw. Taroko gets a double tap pass. Sosa getting another one to Mekdos. Mekdos! Oh, off the elbow. Another shot off the crossbar. And Charlotte get away with murder right there. That surely seemed like it was going to be a goal, Turtle. It was, what, 3 shots? Narrowly missing?
I was watching Dapper's perspective in that whole mess. It seemed a bit awkward for him because he was panicking, trying to get the clear. And for every shot that went in, Dapper jumped, trying to get a touch on it. So they really did, like you said, James, get away with murder where that should have been a goal. But now the offense and these mistakes on defense, what is happening? More open space given a plot twist, but they actually don't punish off of several opportunities. Even Karma missing there, but where is the offense for plot twist? It's almost like they're not expecting this.
Charlotte is very fortunate that this is still a 1-goal game, and now the equalizer despite the defensive mistakes. That is perseverance. Karma was on empty almost the entire time, playing defense. Even that one, pre-flip on 0 boost, getting the ball just in time, and gets the tying goal.
And Mekdos drove right under that ball for Karma. She had 0 boost, and she expected a dunk, or at least tried to get a 50 on what should have been a clear, but it was just a big miss from plot twist, and she had more space to go for the follow-up. So like you said, James, they were happy to have a 1-goal, deficit that they were trying to get back. You know, they only had 1 goal to score to try and find their way back in after giving up so many mistakes, but now it's tied up. So plot twist kind of throwing a little bit. Meanwhile, everybody with the mistakes and then the shots, what is going on, James? This is completely opposite of what we've seen.
Every game, is unique in Rocket League. Each game plays out. The moments that define each game in Rocket League are so unique. And, we saw the previous 2 games were so lovely. This one has been a little uglier for sure. But also, it's what makes it fun. As we saw Charlotte, in my opinion, they should be losing this one without how many mistakes they've made on defense, but we're all tied up past the halfway point in the game, and we're back even. So we'll see who steps up. Shadow getting demoed in the corner.
Nice demo.
Sosa driving backwards, can't get to it. Karma clearing it downfield. Taroko wants to leave it for Mekdos, who puts it downfield. Mekdos racing to it, trying to get a 50, but popped high by Shadow. Taroko over to Dap. Double commit from Charlotte. Sosa going towards the backboard. Shadow was there. Will clear it away. Very good clear. Shadow at 50 will send it up. Going for it again. Challenged. Brutal battle for possession at the midfield.
And you can tell that Charlotte Phoenix are a little bit struggling, or are struggling a little bit, with that boost game. I feel like they really can't find those midfield pads, and at least those full boost pads, because you'll notice they don't have somebody all the way up to receive a clear, and that's a pinch that goes the opposite way for Mekdos, and now the defense is getting tested for Charlotte.
And Sosa gets it over to Taroko, and we've seen a lot of chances for Plot Twist. And Plot Twist, I love so much about their ability to generate really fast passing plays, really great passes. But in this one, they've had a few chances that the striking has let them down.
Yeah.
But it's not over yet. Scrappy game this has turned out to be. Shadow
double.
Going for
Another
that
one?
touch. You see him even kind of baiting the flip reset and instead went for that extra touch. Wanted to go for the backboard, but the defense was there. Now Taroko off the ceiling. We've seen him make a few passes off the ceiling, but it looked like he misflipped. Couldn't connect. Taroko pinching it off the ceiling. Karma with boost. First touch up. Pops it by 1. Gets bumped out of the way. Sosa denying the backboard. Shadow on the prowl. Sosa another challenge, but Dap slips it by. Backboard, he passes it down. Karma was in the middle. And Mekdos will just let this touch the ground. And we've got overtime yet again. Overtime in Game 1. Charlotte was able to get that win. Game 3, we'll see if Plot Twist can do it. The shot streaks by Karma. Sosa. Powerful. And he ends it on his own.
And he does it himself with this fastball from the corner. after that kickoff, he didn't even want the boost pad. That was a really difficult angle. Most people would opt for the pass, but Sosa, with his mechanics, he knows he can hit that shot and catches the goalkeeper off guard. So plot twist, this was the game that was all in their favor. You definitely realize that Charlotte Phoenix made so many mistakes on defense, much more than plot twist. They were a lot more panicky on the defensive line, and plot twist, while it wasn't a huge lead, they still end up with the win here in Game 3.
And that wasn't the prettiest of games, you know,
Yeah.
we'll admit to it, but it was still
rough.
exciting, which was a lot of fun. It came down to the wire. The one goal that was scored was after Charlotte was on their heels the whole time, just trying to keep the ball out. And then it coming down to that, Sosa again standing out, in my opinion. I love his ability to change a game. That shot, going for it. We even saw, I think it was Karma was in net. She was near post, because she doesn't think Sosa is going to be able to put a perfect shot far post, and that's exactly what he did, 72 miles an hour. And Sosa, big play from him in overtime, and now plot twist are within one game of knocking Charlotte Phoenix down into the lower bracket. So I mean, I don't want to appear biased. I did predict plot twist, but I selfishly, listen to me. I selfishly want Game 5. I want Game 5.
But
I want
you still
Charlotte
think
to win
plot
here.
twists are going to win, obviously.
I still think they are.
Correct.
Yes, I still think they are. But I am loving every moment of this series so far.
And I definitely think we're going to go to Game 5. And the name of this game so far for Charlotte Phoenix, who right now are definitely on the losing side in terms of play styles, because that last game was so rough. I think plot twists now have a huge favor, not just in obviously the score line and the series score, but just overall with how both teams have, I guess, transfolded with their play
style. Did you just say transfolded?
Maybe. Is there something wrong with transfolded?
No, that word it has me entranced. What is it? I need to know. I don't
think it's an actual word.
It is now, because we make our own words. What does it mean?
It's transfolded. I was gonna say, you can pay attention to the transfolding.
That sounds like a theoretical physics
real, right?
term, dude.
It
like our
real.
universe is transfolding right now
See,
before
James,
our very eyes.
You think that being a cast is hard, but it's really not. You just have to make up your own words that sound fancy.
Well, all words
so that people will believe you.
Is just
you believe me though with the confidence that I said. You thought it was a word. You know what I mean?
It is a word because you made it one.
Hold on, this is important. I need to figure out if it's a word. We'll figure it out in between the
Turtle,
60
I'm
seconds.
telling you, it is a word because you made it one, and I believe
You're right.
If we both believe it's a word to us.
Wow.
And so I will use transfolding anytime I speak with you.
I mean, it probably is a word.
You have transfolded my mind. Thank you.
I got you, but I was going to talk about the patience for Charlotte Phoenix. It feels like they're a little bit more jumpy on defense now. I've noticed that with a lot of these challenges, they're just forcing themselves at what? This is transfolding into a horrible match for Charlotte.
They're collapsing on themselves. Shadow thinking Dap has it. Dap, I don't know. It must have been a communication error because Dap was going for it. Perhaps he thought it was going to bounce off the ceiling differently. Shadow thought he had it. So we don't know what happened. It must have been a miscommunication.
We're just going to ignore that. You know, we didn't see that. It's still 0-0 in their hearts.
So that was an interesting play there. Definitely a mistake. Miscommunication, misread, one of them, certainly. Charlotte.
Well, that's what I was talking about, too, with the patience. I mean, it seems like Dapper just went up for that ball so early with somebody else on the backboard. They're so eager to go for these challenges because the offense is just overwhelming from plot twist.
See if Charlotte can bounce back. It certainly does. Oh, baby. Sosa, the passing from plot twist. This is their bread and butter.
And I got to give you props, James. I got to give you props. I didn't even think plot twist had really much of a chance against Charlotte because I thought they were monsters yesterday. But right now, Sosa, like you mentioned, the player who's standing out, but also the passing from Mektos and Taroko.
They're all doing it.
It has been phenomenal.
It's just that Sosa a lot of times is the tip of the spear, but it takes the whole part of the spear to make the thrust. You know what I mean? Like the handle is just as important because if you try to use a spear without a handle, you know, you have a throwing star, which is just, I don't know where I'm going with this, but you know what I mean, right? I honestly don't know where I was going with that. Actually, I do. It's a team effort.
Transfolding. That conversation was transfolding.
It's a team effort.
Wow. The Ninja Star, baby. Let's go.
Dude, I threw ninja stars in Japan. I visited my little brother who knows Japanese, and he studied abroad in Japan for 3 years. And one of the things we did is we went to a ninja museum.
Okay.
And part of that, they had an interactivity where you could throw throwing stars at styrofoam, and it was so fun.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think I would trust you if I
It
was
was
standing
awesome.
next to
They
you
were
with a ninja
plastic
star.
throwing stars. They weren't
okay, good.
like,
I was about to say,
they
I
were
wouldn't.
they were plastic, but it was still
I don't
fun.
know if I want to be in the same room as James Bond with a throwing star. I should be a little bit scared, James.
I
I don't know
also-
how your hand-eye coordination is, you know.
Well, you know
Scary.
what? These players on the field are like ninjas with their ability to concentrate and shoot the
Wow.
ball. The ball is essentially
Bars.
a throwing star, you know? And Sosa,
Bars.
he's a master at it.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Love it.
But their defense has been really solid, too. We haven't seen plot twist breakdown whatsoever. And the passing still, look at this, back and forth, give and goes to carry this ball into the midfield. Plot twist, it's so clean to watch.
It is. They have really come into their own later in the game, and we've seen the defensive collapse from Charlotte Phoenix. That's what it seems to me, was just an absolute defensive breakdown. See if they can come back. Ooh, that little touch in front of net. Karma trying to make something happen. It's not over for Charlotte. They can recover, but they got to get one soon. Under a minute left to go. Plot twist. One more goal here would seal it. Shadow, low boost. Gets it up the wall. Dap to the corner. Taroko wasting more time. 30 seconds left.
Oh, this could be it.
Oh, the pinch
what?
sends it all the way back,
What?
and that's got to be heartbreak. That is deflating. Every time you see something go wrong like that for you, if you're Charlotte Phoenix, that is deflating.
Bro, he came from the backboard and basically ground pounded the ball to squeeze it to the other side, wasting so many seconds. 5 seconds left. Charlotte Phoenix, they don't have enough time. They didn't score. Sosa's going to clear it, and that's going to be it for plot twist. They move on and deny Charlotte Phoenix from staying in the upper bracket.
Plot twist, getting the win, and we saw an incredible series transfold before our very eyes. Plot twist, starting off a little slow, Charlotte looking good, and then plot twist just hitting the ground, running after on game 2. That was a lot of fun to watch. Plot twist getting the win. Twitch chat proven wrong, showing you yet again why mob rule. Well, you know, it's just not always the answer, guys. Sometimes you get it wrong, and you just got to accept it. Turtle, you were wrong, man, and
I
it's
was
fine.
going with
It's
Twitch
fine.
chat too. I believed in them,
I did too.
man.
I mean, I believed that it was grounded in reality, but you know, it is what it is.
You know what? I respect the Sosa pick. You know, you called them out earlier on to play a monster game, and he did just that. But not only was it Sosa, everybody else, Mektos and Taroko, the passes to Sosa to set him up, and their defense, it was clicking on another level. And now plot twist, I think they're one of my favorites to win this tournament. If they can keep playing like that, I don't see anybody who can stop them.
Oh man, it is beautiful Rocket League what they're playing. So we'll see them moving on. We're gonna go to a quick break, but when we come back, we have omelet versus stromboli, a battle between the consumable food items. You're not gonna want to miss it. Stay tuned.